Welcome back and congratulations to making it to Module 2 using existing content. Of course, we all want to get started today, and what easier way than using what you already have. So in video 1, we're going to take a look at a tool called Desktop Annotate. To get started, let's go ahead and launch ActivInspire. Remember, you can double-click the ActivInspire icon on the desktop if you're a PC user, or in the dock if you're a Mac user. Once you've launched, a dashboard will pop up, and if you do not wish for this dashboard to show up, you can simply uncheck here. Why would you want to keep the dashboard? I'm so glad you asked. If you take a look at this screenshot, you'll notice a few things pointed out. But honestly, as a teacher, my favorite is the fact that I can access the last 4 flip charts that I have worked on. Us teachers are always working on multiple projects at one time, so what easier way to access and jump in between them than with this dashboard? But there's a lot of other things such as opening a flip chart, a new flip chart, importing from PowerPoint and Smart Notebook, and we'll take a look at some of those later on in a different module. So this video is all about getting started today. And the tool that you're going to use to get started today is called Desktop Annotate. So I'm going to just unroll my toolbar so that you can see it. And you'll notice this icon represents my Desktop Annotate tool. Over on my toolbox, you'll also notice the same icon. Watch what happens when I simply click Desktop Annotate. Bam! I'm now on my desktop. Well, okay, so you're not viewing my whole desktop, but it looks mighty clean this way. I can now use all these handy tools. See how they didn't leave? I have all my ActivInspire tools just hanging out. So maybe you wanted to write something or erase something that you wrote. You have all of your tools right here. So kind of think about it as saran wrap, just a clear sheet of it on top of everything you already have. Whether it's websites, PowerPoints, Word documents, you can now use them using Desktop Annotate. I'm going to open up a website real quick because we always love resources. One of the links on the Padlet for this class is an interactive collection of sites in Pinterest. And I'm going to open up one of those sites that is one of my all-time favorites called Class Tools. There's everything on here from Fakebook to Pac-Man, and I'm just going to grab one that you might be able to do with a full class or maybe even as a station with your board or panel. So you'll notice that we have a burger diagram, and they have where you can plan your introduction, your sections, and your conclusions. So maybe the whole class is just working together to kind of get an idea. And maybe we're going to be talking about fast food. And then you could add a lot of different words right here for your introduction. So I can even use more lines. And you can do the same for each section. Well, let's say that I wanted to point something out because we're doing this kind of as an introduction before they have to do individual or group work. So I can take my highlighter and I could mention something about what we just wrote and highlight it. Maybe you didn't want to circle it like that, and instead you wanted to make it a lot larger where you could just highlight all at once. So you can change your size, your color, you can write things, highlight, and then of course you can always erase. So every website that you love to use in your classroom has now not only been turned interactive because you have a panel or board in your room, but it also has all of these tools. that you can use. The same is true for PowerPoint, Word, and any of those fabulous programs that you're using on your computer. Well, what if you want to go back to ActivInspire? It's as easy as making sure that your select tool is selected and clicking Desktop Annotate. And now I'm right back where we started. So again, in order to use everything you already have, open ActivInspire, look over in the Tools, and click Desktop Annotate. Now just use whatever you have been using and all the handy tools that you have in ActivInspire. See you for the next video.